If I did a $300 meet and greet, nobody would come.
Nah.
Nobody would come, bro.
You'd get like you probably get a few people.
Bro, I'm confident that my subscribers are way too smart for that. And they're gonna be like, fuck you, Jose. You are not. You're fucking bugging, boy.
I think people come out to see you for $20. That's a show. Yeah, you did a good show.
I think you overpriced. I mean, I know my worth, but bro, I think $20 is steep.
People pay $20 to see me, bro.
I think people will come to see me if I paid them. Like if I had a meet and greet, I'd be one of them dudes that
you send them Metro cards ahead of time.
Yo, listen, send me your Omni info. I'm gonna pay you
$6.
I'm gonna pay your fare. Yo, Evil Intentions meet and greet. I pay your fare.
And you do it at 96th Street where the Warriors was. You just sit down and you go, "Hey, what's up? I'm me."
Yes. She got me crying.
Yeah, you know what I've been rocking lately?
What's up?
I got onto them. I got onto them super late, but that band Candy,
Right.
pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking good. I think I didn't fuck with
They're
it.
heavier than I thought. Like I never. Matt used to talk about Candy a lot.
Yeah. No, Matt has been down with them forever. He's the one who put me on, and I listened to that last album.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, this is tight, man. This is it's like they have parts that sound like Ministry sometimes and shit.
Yeah.
And like they're out there.
Mm.
I thought that shit is dope because at first you hear the name Candy, you're like, yo, this shit sounds like some shit that could be on like the Faculty soundtrack.
Yeah, I was immediately not interested.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go see this. I mean, I remember Matt being like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go see this band named Candy in Brooklyn."
Yeah, I figured they would be like on some.
That's some pop punky fucking bullshit.
That's
what I thought it was.
Candy and Harvey Danger.
No shade to the band. I'm just saying this is what the name gave me. Like I never heard. Like it's so direct and like sweet. Candy.
But when you listen to the music, you're like, now it's a whole concept. I'm like, that's a good name.
Yeah, I want to know what that name means to them though. Like, what inspired that name?
Yeah, it's just like it's a diabetic like me that just.
Yeah, because it's crazy. Like when you hear bands, think about the bands we always been into.
Yeah.
Like Tire Iron, Nasty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like heavy name. Like you could kind of get the impression of what they sound like when you fuck with the.
When you hear
the name,
yeah.
When you hear the name, the shit sound like it's gonna be aggressive.
Yeah.
Candy, I would think that's like some Minus the Bear shit.
That's exactly what I thought. Like, yeah,
Right.
They would go on tour with fucking
I was thinking
bare
Minus
naked
the...
ladies and Candy, you know,
Candy and fucking
and Hootie and the Blowfish. Fucking.
What's that girl? Natalie Imbruglia and Candy.
That sounds like a good tour.
Candy, Jewel, and Third Eye Blind.
That's what, yeah, I'd go to that.
I'd go to that.
I'd go to that.
I would fuck with that show.
I'd fuck with that shit.
I would fuck with that show.
They'd be cool opening for them.
Yeah, but nah, man.
Rob Thomas, Candy.
Rob Thomas.
And Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana and that guy that sings on the song Maria. Nobody knows that dude's name. What's his name?
Was it Rob Thomas? Was it?
It wasn't Rob Thomas. Rob Thomas is the cat from Matchbox 20.
Yeah.
That he came back doing like...
Matchbox 20
pop
has some
music.
hits, bro.
Oh, no, I love Matchbox 20, bro. Like, I mean, I was really into alternative rock in the, like... 96, 97.
That shit was like feel good, you know? Yeah. I feel like all 90s music was feel good. Even the shit that was sad.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, there was a lot of dark themes, but the music always felt it had a certain energy.
You could put it on and you feel like uplifted in a sense, even if it's in a meaningful dark place.
Yeah, yeah. Like I don't know. Like I stay thinking about that. Like, yo, made these bands go to the like I want to know what they sounded like before they went commercial, and like I never
The first
back then you
recordings
couldn't
and
really
shit.
do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you never really thought to fucking look that deep or find like I wasn't gonna go to no Virgin Records and look up Third Eye Blind's old shit. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like or whatever
If you could even
pop
find it.
Harvey Danger or whatever fucking
You weren't gonna
random.
be able to find that shit back then. It wasn't like the internet.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, like
They
when it
only
came-
had that shit in their basement on like one tape.
right. When it, like, yeah, exactly. It's hard to find old shit like that back then. But yeah, nah. I always think about what inspired those bands to like go a certain route. Cause damn, yo, the '90s had a lot of crazy one-hit wonders. Like
Yeah.
that. Aside from one-hit wonders, just fucking artists that blew the fuck up. Like they're still relevant now. It's kind of like the '80s. Like in the '90s, the '80s felt mad far. Like it felt mad far back to me as a kid.
Yeah.
Like the '80s felt like it happened decades ago when I was a child, but that shit was only like 7, 8 years before.
To our parents, it was right there.
Yeah, it just
Like,
happened.
they just went through it.
But it was
That's-
such a quick progression of music. Like music changed entirely.
Wasn't like the biggest change come from like the whole like malt shop like grease type shit
Oh,
to like rock and
yeah.
roll and shit.
Oh yeah, that was another one. That was a crazy transition. Like I guess talking on a commercial level, like what was in the on the radio and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that, and what was going crazy. Yeah, you could. That's a good comparison because the '80s had fucking Michael Jackson and like all the like new wave bands that were popping
Tears
up.
for Fears and
Tears for
Excess
all the
and
London
shit.
groups that were like
Yeah.
blowing up and crossing over, which they were. It's pretty much fucking everybody. Aha, Tears for Fears, Boy George, Culture Club,
Yo,
the
but
Police. All them dudes were not from here.
no, and those one hits.
You had the boss.
the Hefe.
That's why he wrote Born in the USA.
He's just down with it. He was about it.
That was a cheap shot at London. No, I'm joking. I don't-
Fucking yeah, the music from their one hit wonders though, like that idea. I guess it happens now, but now there's like, I feel like back then you've had a very streamlined, filtered music to your ear.
Yeah.
It was all radio, so people were like that cultivated. Everybody would know the one hit
Right.
because that's all that was on the radio.
Yeah.
It wasn't that many options.
Yeah.
You had what, like 6 stations?
Yeah, you only had a few. I mean, it wasn't. Yeah, and there was so many hits to cycle through. You saw the same music videos like at least every hour.
Yeah.
Every hour you saw the same music videos. Like if a song was popping at the time and blew up, it was gonna play at 8 a.m. and then like at 8:59 a.m.
Yeah.
Or like at the top of the next show, maybe it played during a commercial break. Like they found a way to
Dude.
make sure you saw that shit.
Yeah, it was streamlined straight to
Yeah.
the fucking people. Now everybody got the freedom to find what they like.
Yeah.
So you got more people. I think maybe there's more people successful or maybe making semi careers in music now
Yeah.
because there's more pockets. But like you could be really in your own niche now.
Yeah,
Like,
you could,
people
I mean,
won't-
you could do anything.
Yeah.
Pretty much. You could just be.
You could have 20 million fans and a lot of people won't know about you.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
And it's like,
It
yeah,
happens all the time where I'm like, who the fuck is this? And 800,000 monthly listeners. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm the dumb motherfucker.
yeah. I'm
Oh
disconnected.
shit, I'm the one that don't know shit. I ever take that back because I'd be like, what is this bullshit? Like,
Yeah.
motherfucker got 3 monthly. Oh shit.
Oh no, they have
Oh,
800 million.
Oh,
Like,
stupid motherfucker's me.
yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, it's like everybody's in their own pockets. That's like with everything, though, right? Everybody in their own bubbles right now.
Yeah.
And dude, like that used to be water cooler moments. That's what they would call that.
Yeah.
Well, like shows and shit.
Yeah.
Nobody has water cooler moments now.
Yeah. It's different.
Like you can't link up around the cooler. And
Yeah.
go, hey,
Be
did
like,
you-"
hey, you heard that? You know, it's like.
What's the last show to do that? Maybe Game of Thrones. That like it really swept the nation.
Oh yeah, I could really maybe that might have been the last real big one because I remember coming in and coworkers talking about. Did you see it last night?
Yeah, and people that you wouldn't talk to normally about shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although there's joining the conversation,
Yeah,
like you're talking to somebody over here, you be like, yeah, did oh shit, this dude talking.
there it was a water cooler moment.
That motherfucker never says hello.
Few and far between now.
Yeah, that doesn't happen anymore.
Cause you binge watch some random shit.
Yeah.
Yo, you seen this Korean?
Yeah.
This Korean.
It's the same like going back
fucking
with
horror.
with the music shit. that used to be a thing too, where it was kind of like, oh, everybody liked, like, there was a certain time where alternative and commercial, like, alternative was commercial music, you know, like you saw it on MTV, you saw it on billboards and shit like that, but it was so big, like everybody at some point or another was a fan of like alternative and mainstream pop. Like you could never shit on it the way you could today. That's my opinion at least.
Yeah.
Like pop is, yo, bro, I can't understand how any of this shit is like fire.
Like today's.
This shit is ass, bro.
I don't even know what's like. I don't know what's like the pop songs.
I think it's also the fact that I'm just one of them cats that just fucking, I can't stand.
Do you listen to the radio often?
No, I don't. But it's that TikTok and all that shit is like become the new form of like, you go on any video, you might hear a song 3 times and be like, okay, this is I've heard this shit too many times already in different clips, completely out of context, don't make no sense, but that song is there because now people know you could attach a song that's gone viral on a TikTok clip, and just because that song's in your video, people might watch it. Like,
yeah, that's crazy. It used to be whole like TikTok is MTV like that in that way.
Yeah, that's bugged out.
TikTok, and it's like so short.
Yeah,
and it's like, bro, it's like you could make a little dumbass. Like I keep seeing that a lot with music promotion. Yeah. I get it though. They use different images with the same parts of songs.
Yeah,
and a lot of people do it from bands to fucking singers to R&B singers to. I've seen mad artists that have done that. Yeah. And I'm like, I get it, but it's also like...
It's old. People forget the one... And this is, again, all this is my opinion. I'm not a professional, but I've seen it happen so many times. People forget about one common denominator and why a lot of shit just kind of went away. And the fact is oversaturation. Okay, now the internet has made it so that the radio would put some shit in your ear nonstop. Like, I remember when I worked at an ice cream shop, I worked at Haagen-Dazs like in 2005.
So they were playing
and
all
that
those...
was the summer of Kelly motherfucking Clarkson.
Yeah, you would definitely listen to Kelly Clarkson, bro.
Since You've Been Gone, Rihanna, that Pon de Replay track had just dropped. It was fucking... All that shit was like buzzing at the same time. You had the Pussycat Dolls just came out with that track with Busta Rhymes. Don't you wish your girlfriend...
Oh, yeah.
Yo, pop music was different. It was different. And I remember that shit being, it was like the same 7 songs. Like, other songs scattered, but like 7 tracks you could not get out of your brain because of the radio. Now the internet is just like, they don't know when to stop. At least the radio used to control, okay, they've had enough of this shit. You know, and they'll just pull the shit off the radio. Like, stop playing it as much.
There's too much access now.
Now the internet is like, if a clip is way more popular than a song, you're forced to listen to that song beyond its time. You know what I mean? Like, if a video has gone viral and has like 40, 50 million views and just keeps popping up in the algorithm, you might be sick of the song that's attached to it. But the song is just going to be in your fucking ear no matter what.
Yeah, I've seen a couple artists like that popped up on, like, when I'm scrolling.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm like, all right, maybe they're paying for this.
Yeah.
And it just keeps targeting me. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, it's like it happens a lot.
It's inescapable.
And it's like now it's oversaturation. Like, that makes people fucking hate artists. Like, it happens all the time. Fans are fickle. Music fans. They're fucking fickle.
Yeah, fans of anything are fickle, bro.
Yeah.
Fans fucking... Dude, sports fans, video game fans.
Yeah.
People just are... The misery that comes with fanaticism.
Mm-hmm. And then it's like, you can't... Yo, bro, like all right, for example, Turnstile blew up these last... few years, like in a big way, like national tours, worldwide tours, an album that really fucking hit the mark. I love that album.
That one was great.
Blow On. That's a good ass album.
Good music.
Now I see bands popping up now that just straight ripping that whole sound, and it's mad goofy because it's not like they invented pop punk or hardcore, whatever the fuck the mesh is. It's been done. I get it. But you're not going to, like, it sounds like that person's particular type of writing.
Yeah, you're trying to, instead of, like, taking what the genre may be,
right,
you're taking what the band is playing that genre.
Right, you're taking the band's whole style.
Yeah.
That's not the same as being inspired or being, like, by the genre or whatever. Like, you're taking their whole style and running with that shit, and it comes off. So, like, in the comments, it's nothing but Turnstile comments. Like, and I don't even know the fucking band's name. I wouldn't even probably mention it because Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
But like you see that shit kind of like, oh, this sounds like Turnstile ripoff, Turnstile cover. This sounds like Turnstile. It's like, yo, y'all gotta understand that if you're a band and you want to guess, like you want to take it, it seems to be working for y'all on some level. But that shit's gonna stop one day because people grow up.
Yeah, you can't be that. There's already the band doing that.
Yeah, like
So
people
you
are gonna
need to-
fucking come to their senses once, like, oh,
Yeah.
yo, this shit sounds just like this. This is mad goofy. Like it's not like the new metal days when new metal was like spawning mad different groups that were having like gimmicks as well, and they kind of sounded like they were in the same vein. But I never heard a band that sounded exactly like Slipknot.
No,
I never heard a band that sounded exactly like Korn. It had elements.
exactly like Mudvayne.
Like they were pretty original, even if people want to act like they're not fucking, they're too cool for fucking new metal and all that. That's another thing. Like talk about inspiration and shit like that. Like who would like people taking inspiration? I can't stand a motherfucker that thinks they inspired you.
Yeah,
That shit is annoying, bro.
that's like an ego thing.
Yeah, it's like, bro, I don't even have that on me. I'm not thinking that like that ever. I'm
Yeah.
not thinking on no ego tripping shit ever. But you're gonna come out and you think that we were listening to your music and like wanting to write like you?
Yeah,
We don't sound shit like you.
sound better.
Like this shit be tripping me out. Like it's happened before where like I'll hear comments or some shit from like back in the day or something. I'm like, yo, do these cats know that we never like they never saw us at one of their shows? Like stop goofing off, bro. Like we don't fuck with you. We never liked you. That shit was goofy to me.
Yeah,
I was inspired by bands like I'll say it to the day I die, Buried Alive,
Yep.
Hate Breed. I was even more inspired by bands like Bury Your Dead and Misery Signals because we were coming from the metalcore shit.
Bro, a lot of Midwest shit too.
Yeah, Midwest was
Midwest
all
metal
melodic
shit.
metalcore. You know
So
what I'm
much
saying?
metal.
I didn't grow up listening to fucking. I wasn't in bars hanging out at 10 years old, fucking in New York City, jocking every New York band. That was never my style. Like, no shade to none of those bands. We're cool with a lot of them. But a lot of other motherfuckers just think that they just, like, shit be revolving around them. Like, my brother, I can't even.
That's like imagine having the ego with like us being like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I would never do that to
That's
somebody
corny. I would
writing.
never act like that.
I would never in my life try to like even put myself like that towards somebody.
Yeah, that shit is
And if they happen to like the band, I would always be gracious for even taking the time to listen
Yeah.
to it. If you don't, it's cool too, man. It's not our time.
Yeah, like.
It's a young fucking man's
And then,
young woman's game. You know, it's always the younger generation
yeah, of
in
course.
that world.
But it's just funny because it kind of makes you think like, are motherfuckers haters because they know we never fuck with their shit? Like,
Oh yeah,
are you mad about that?
I get it. How you could feel like, but I would never feel like that if somebody like in New York didn't like our
Yeah,
band.
but you're not corny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the whole. That's
Like,
the
you may
big
not have
difference.
heard it, and
You're
if
not corny.
and you might not like it. It's cool.
Yeah, like bro,
You can't like everything.
I'm not inspired. I'm inspired by fucking teenage dudes from the suburbs writing shit. Like that's what the fuck I Buried Alive and all those bands.
What it
that-
was though is the musicality.
Yeah,
It was just better musicality. I found like, because we've heard these bands, and it's just I felt like it was parts made sense going together in other places,
yeah, like
other regions and other bands, metal especially. Like
mhm.
that whole.
Yeah, you get older, you understand the process, and you know like what certain sounds come from where, and like how people got, like, you respect the whole process of the writing and everything like that. But bro, like I was never a fan of like half the shit that came out this city.
Yeah.
That's just me personally. I was not. That's why I didn't go to those shows.
But we respected it.
Of course, always respected it.
Always respected it. That's one thing, we never disrespected that shit.
Yeah, nah. I just
We
wasn't
understand,
gonna,
but
wasn't gonna
that
go
wasn't
pay to
what
see it.
that
You know
wasn't
what I'm
on
saying?
my fucking CD player.
Yeah, like that was not in my disc, man. I to this day, none of them, like there's a lot of bands that are not ever on any of my playlists. Like, bro, I just didn't like that shit.
Some bands you just miss, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I miss,
some bands just don't do it for you. Sometimes you miss the boat entirely, but some bands just don't do it for you because the shit is boring.
Yeah.
Like, I know that you have fans, and I know you doing it right for yourself, and I'm glad. But to me, that shit is boring. Like, I need something extra. To me, I like having fun with what I'm listening to. The shit sound like, and then it's also like when you hear the music, and then you know what the people are about.
Yeah.
It's kind of goofy because it's like, yo, you're not really like this. You're not.
Yeah, it don't match
So
up.
it just makes you feel kind of like that shit is like a story. It's like you're reading a comic book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little story. You're reading a story.
Yeah.
Story time.
Here's a little tale.
Let me throw stories. These are stories. Just tell us stories.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't see it as fucking, oh man, these dudes are tough. And I see how people from like out the country and like might get that impression like, yo, New York City's crazy, bah. Like I seen them fucking video clips from mad years ago, everybody going crazy. Like, bro, half those bands don't get down like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's what you
It's
do.
respectable. It's cool.
Right, you have a lot to
but
talk
don't
about.
act like a fucking dickhead.
Yeah, like it's a lot to talk about. It's aggressive music. You gotta deliver your shit the right way. And you know you have a lot of bands that are from the hood or are from bad neighborhoods or whatever, but it ain't like that. Trust me.
Don't try to portray some shit you're not.
Yeah, like
don't
that
be
shit-
the fake. Because you could make the art and it could be cool and aggressive.
Yeah.
And like that's cool and all, and I respect that. But don't act like a fucking asshole when you're not really gonna back that up.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of bands fall to that. They fall on their sword because some bands, you know, preach a certain thing and then they end up getting caught up in some bullshit and get canceled now, like these days. I don't even know if it's saying like to be humble about shit, but it's kind of like, yo, bro, you gotta think like there are mad band. Like I could truly say, bro, like I went from listening to new like bands like System of a Down inspire me more than shit from this city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like bands like fucking, you know, we were listening to bands like Locked in a Vacancy, Cypher, you know what I mean? Leeway.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to
We still touched a lot of the bands, but not
bro, I was
can't
rocking
say-
Shutdown like
years ago.
fucking early. Like
Bro,
before I was really into
when we were
hardcore, I was
children.
listening to Shutdown, which was weird. Like it was just a CD I picked up. I just fucked with it. Like, oh, this shit is fire. But this is like the inspiration portion I'm talking about. Like a lot of people, it's like that should be something that it's just strange to me how people think.
Yeah.
You know, like it's very weird. Or people who think that like they put you on to something like that, or something that you're doing creatively, and it's like we don't do the same thing. Like if you inspire me, why do you not do what I do? That shit makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like I don't
We're in
understand.
different
Like what are you
realms.
What are you talking about, bro? And then there's people who just will take your shit and just not credit you. That's a whole other level to it. Like I don't know if you ever had that happen in comedy. Because I know that's crazy in comedy.
Yeah.
People taking jokes and shit like that. That's got to be a whole.
I know I've inspired a couple people to touch topics
Yeah.
that I know that I am just talking about.
Yeah.
Because it's so fucking out there.
Yeah.
It's some shit I was reading. And I heard, but you know what? The one comment I'm thinking about is like, what they took, they made it way better. They did the work with it.
Yeah.
I never used it.
Yeah.
It was never like a joke. I just did it at open mics and I let it go. And then I hear the premise and they worked it out. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't even think about that. So it was a very unique premise.
Right.
That was very me and nobody was talking about the shit I was talking about at the time.
Okay, so it was like you knew. Yeah, that's kind of like, yeah, I hate that kind of shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty fucking frustrating.
Yeah, and it happens, but a lot of it is like you know, intellectual property like that. You kind of go, a lot of people. If you look online, you can see how many people come up with the same punchline for certain things. You know,
Right.
So if their mind goes there, maybe they found it, but who knows? And it's also one of those things you hear it, and then it gets tucked away.
Yeah. Well, true. Like subconscious.
It happens, you know. That's the weird thing in this game.
Yeah.
It's like it's not yours almost until you like put it out.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, but it's you hear the inspiration because certain people are very specific at the topics they're trying to touch.
Right.
You know, you don't certain people like it's not just like the mannerisms and shit. It's just like it's random slithers of thoughts that you know this is attributed to them.
Yeah. You know that's a part of their personality. That's what helps build the joke up a certain way.
Yeah, and now you're doing it. You found a good nugget for some shit that you don't really talk about.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, I get that.
That happens with your shit too, right? Like people, but people, if you see something like that, you see it though. Like
yeah,
it's
I mean,
100% evidence.
it's kind of strange because it's my voice. Like there's
Yeah.
mad times where I'll get tagged and it's like, yo, this is Evil Intentions, and it'll be my video with my voice, and it'll be like some motherfucker I never met in my life.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Like they
I
just
definitely didn't both think about that.
Yeah,
they definitely took your shit.
yeah, like they just literally took my shit and put it up, and I'm
Yeah.
like, like what? Like, I mean, you must be fucked up. Like, in some level, you're trying to make bread or something because what do you get out of that? Like, it's kind of one of them things where it's like I tag everybody that if I were I never use other content creator shit. Like that's just I have there's nobody I can the stories I do, there's nobody whose content I could really take.
Yeah.
Because more than 90% of the shit I've done, it's not on the platform.
Original.
Right. So the other shit is like you got bigger cases that it's like been covered here and there. And it's like I just stay away from watching anybody's shit mostly because I just try to make sure that I come to it with my own thought. Like I don't want to be inspired by nothing. Like I don't want to subconsciously, like you just said, like hear something and tuck it away.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this person covered it, okay, and this is rare, but when it does happen, it's like, oh, okay, I see someone covered it. All right, well, I'm covering my shit, and it's like, it's a whole different approach, just because of the fact that you could kind of tell what true crime video is gonna be like.
Yeah.
It's very predictable shit. It's like even my shit is like, what you're gonna get when you come to see one of my videos, but it's just it's a format. You know what I'm saying? There's only so much they could say.
But yeah, especially for you, when you touch an original story, it's original.
Oh
that's
yeah,
like that's like comics. If you talk about your life, now you can it's your life, so you go through your own stories and shit. Right. Who's gonna take that from you?
No,
you could
true.
You could say, oh, it sounds like mine, but whatever happened to me, and it's real life.
That happened, bro. What you want me to do?
What
you want me to change reality?
That's why comedy. Some people get upset sometimes, bro. People right now, people won't want you to like the whole thing about speaking your truth.
Mm-hmm.
That's American society. A lot of people like on the left kind of want you to do that, which I agree with.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you speak your truth and people don't like it, right? Even if it's from the past, with shit like growing up listening to metal, the hood wasn't accepted of that.
Nah.
You used to have to fight for that shit.
Yeah, nah, everybody, but that's another thing. Like people like to rewrite history, right?
Yeah.
People like to act like the hood always been a part of that kind of shit. No, it wasn't.
Nah, I used to have dude.
No,
motherfuckers are trying to jump you.
I don't know what hood you're from. Talk about your own hood.
Yeah.
I grew up in Douglas and Manhattanville projects, and nobody was fucking with that shit.
Nah.
And they still ain't.
Yeah.
I've never in my life heard any rock and roll play in my hood ever. It was me. That was me. I'm not saying I'm the only dude in that whole area that listens to rock and roll. I just never heard it.
Yeah.
Like it's mostly hip hop and Spanish music you hear, not like, and you used to really get into beef.
People
what the fuck you
with
wearing?
you.
Was that some devil shit you wearing on your shirt?
Typical,
and
bro.
you having a hot mouth, you just be like, "Get the fuck out of here, my man." Oh, you smart? No, now you fighting.
Now you fighting
for no reason.
And UFO is fighting.
You're just tripping and shit, like sliding on the ground, getting a bloody knee, like
choking about with the strings.
Yo, UFOs were mad cheap.
Were they?
Bro, that material. If I fell on the floor,
oh yeah.
Remember Gio was wearing UFOs and rode his bike, and he fell like down a mountain.
Yeah.
Remember in Central Park? And his shits were tore up. Like
those
karate pants.
They were like cheap nylon almost.
Yeah, they were like little windbreaker shit.
Yeah.
Like one scratch, it's over. Yeah, shit was trash. But those were like the hot pants.
Yo, they were so baggy. That's why, bro.
It was.
And you could switch it up. You could back then. You could wear a little more hood, or you could just rock it more. Some Adidas, little, because they were baggy. I used to like tucking my strings in though.
You just like having baggy ass cargo pants.
Yeah, I didn't like the strings hanging out sometimes. Like nah.
The strings was the flare.
Yeah, I wasn't into the flare
Extra
too much.
flare.
The Macho Man strings and
Yo,
shit.
them shits used to be. I went to Irving and new metal hit Irving like 19.
That shit spread.
Oh, new metal spread like in Washington Irving when that Slipknot self-titled album came out. Everybody had it. The janitor had it. Teachers had it. My friends had it. I woke up one day and I had it. Oh shit. Yeah, everybody had that shit, and I was like, "Damn, like this is a phenomenon."
That shit was
It
everywhere.
is a phenomena, and everybody was just rocking that shit. If it wasn't that, it was people rocking Limp Bizkit, Korn, and a lot of that shit you already heard for years. But yo, like 97, 98, that little 97, 98,
97 to
99.
99.
Woo, that shit hit, boy.
Yeah, that shit was in there, bro.
That shit hit like a wrecking ball, bro. There were so many Latinos in Irving walking around disappointing their parents. Ay, este muchacho con esos pantalones se ve como un blanco, coño, Dios mío. Yo, my mom hated that shit. She's like, yo, why you got these whack ass pants? I'm like, Mom, come on.
Yeah.
It's the style.
If
Ma.
you think about it, though,
That shit lasted like a few months though. Like I was back to baggy jeans and
we never
months.
let go of that though.
What?
We were always like I always dress like that. I like switching it up,
Yeah, whatever. Like that's just a funny ass era though.
dude. Super funny.
But yeah, man. I don't take that shit too serious. That was a fun time, you know. Like I had that was my corny era.
I don't even consider it that no more. Like,
No, that was my corny era, and I feel like privileged to say that because I look at a lot of other people and they're still in their corny era. Like
they never left that.
they're just
corner era?
stagnant in that shit. Like that doesn't just not just new metal. I'm talking hardcore, but like motherfuckers just stay in that zone, like just floating, like like they're just there.
The apparitions,
It's
fucking
like,
holding on to
damn,
holding on to this realm.
you still doing it. The world needs people like you.
You seen how they created them dire wolves?
All right, yeah.
How like they genetically found that shit? It was like 13,000 years old, bro.
13,000 years since the last dire wolf existed, and they like brought it back.
They brought it back. It's
It was a lot of editing genes, and it's
I
a
forgot what
dire
other wolves they used, but they were able to sequence it together.
yeah, and like edit out certain traits and make it so that it behaves, acts. It's a dire wolf.
It's a dire wolf. It's the same genetic makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think they found I know they find a lot of DNA in like tree sap and shit.
Yeah.
Or like if it's preserved.
Yeah.
So it's wild how you could find that and bring some shit back like that.
That's crazy, bro. And I mean, from what I'm reading, those same people responsible for doing that plan to have woolly mammoths
Oh yeah, with
walking the
the
earth
Asian elephant, right?
Yeah, in 3 years, 2028 is their goal to have one to create one.
That's cool, and I get it, but it is spooky in that sense of like creating life that's not here no more. Like
Jurassic World shit.
yeah, like you're playing. It's the idea of playing like as God almost, you know.
Yeah.
Even though saying as God, it's making it too religious because obviously you could do it.
Yeah, I mean and people. What do you think scientists? What else they got to do?
Yeah.
Some motherfuckers like they want to do some shit. It's kind of like that's their way of doing some wild shit. Like,
And if they're doing that, because just like any field, bro.
like that's genealogy, right?
Yeah, I'm not no conspiracy motherfucker. I really respect science.
Mm-hmm.
I respect biologists. I respect virologists. These people that understand these things. That work is intricate and needed. But I guarantee there's some company in the world fucking around scientifically and doing some weird shit. If they're already creating woolly mammoths,
Yeah.
well,
Oh yeah, they could fuck around and do anything. Like, I don't know.
I wonder if they cloned a human. If anybody in the world, somebody's had to have cloned a human.
That would be fucked. Yeah.
Like, I mean, they could do it though. I imagine they can. They've done it with sheep and shit.
At this point,
they did that years ago.
At this point, I've seen this shit in so many movies and cartoons that I just feel like the shit Like you have to remind me it's not possible.
Yeah.
You know, like you gotta remind me that the shit hasn't really been done.
Yeah, you just expect it.
Yeah, it's kind of like I wouldn't even really be impressed.
Yeah, you need to bring back the T-Rex, bro.
Like, you cloned a human.
All right.
Like we could still make those.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to do
Why the
some
fuck?
other
Why
shit.
the fuck you cloning shit you could just make?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't.
In a way funner way.
Like why would I make like I don't want to go spend millions of dollars to go create a PlayStation when I could just go buy
A
one
PlayStation 1.
for 300. Like you get what I'm saying? Is that
Yeah.
stupid? Like to me that'd be like okay, well whatever. Like I see how that's amazing and all, but
They should bring back the long neck dinosaur motherfucker.
I don't know.
The one that just eats trees.
yeah, what tall neck.
Yeah.
Tall neck dude.
That's Stegosaurus.
You could ask me. All I know is a T-Rex, a Triceratops, Velociraptor.
You know a lot of you said I only know you named like
My man, you said Stegosaurus. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Stegosaurus. You don't know what Stegosaurus is? For real?
I don't know. I can't put a picture to it.
I think there was a Power Ranger that has Stegosaurus.
I never heard Stegosaurus. That never happened. That wasn't real.
No, it's Tyrannosaurus.
It's
Right?
Tyrannosaurus,
There was another dinosaur.
Pterodactyl, Triceratops.
Triceratops. That's what it was.
What was the? Hold on, we're missing one.
Pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl, saber-tooth tiger, Tyrannosaurus, Triceratops. That's 5. That's 4.
Who we forgetting?
Tyrannosaurus. It was 5 Rangers, right?
I think so.
Okay, I'm bugging. Yeah. All right, we got them. We got them
All
all. We
And
got
then there
'em
was
all.
the Dragon Zord.
Yeah, the Dragon Zord. Yeah, like bring back a dragon. Make a dragon.
I don't know if dragons were real though.
You see, that's what I'm saying. That's
Dragons-
why I said instead of saying bring back, I caught myself and I said
Yeah.
create, because if you could create a dragon, that'd be some wild shit.
Not breathing
It
fire.
would be
Probably.
very dangerous.
It's wild to think like dinosaurs were birds. You know.
Yeah.
If you ever seen a bald ass bird, how crazy they look?
Yeah.
Like you ever seen like a featherless bird? They look wild, bro.
Yeah,
They look
fucked
like
up.
they do crack, bro. Like they be just looking evil. And like yeah,
Fucking-
little skinny like feathers feathers the beards, dudes. Yeah,
Yeah. We also had the this week. You reminded me when you started talking about Jurassic World shit. Because
Yeah.
it made me think of like an island or whatever. They talked about Firefest too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and like I thought about this dude that created the first Firefest. He's trying to create another one, Firefest 2, right? And apparently,
So he's trying to create his first Firefest.
yeah, Firefest
Like-
1, 2.
Yeah, 1.2.
Right. He it wasn't successful, bro. Like,
Yeah.
the first one was his own shit, but apparently he was like he's trying to do he's trying to have it on an island in Playa del Carmen in fucking I believe that's in Mexico.
Yeah.
And he's been putting out permits and saying like he's working with the government to get permits secured and all this shit, just like the first one. Yo, they're already coming out like, yo, we don't even know this dude. They're like, yo, we don't,
So he's just trying to get money again or some shit?
yeah, like I don't know what it is. First of all, if you buying tickets to Firefest and you know what happened with that first Firefest,
Yeah, why would you even try to go?
you're a fucking dummy.
I guess unless people go and they try to make it like, oh, let's go film it and see how bad it is, you know?
People want to be a part of the debacle, like
Yeah.
for sure. They want to be able to say they were there, and like that's how fucking dumb shit is.
I want the cheese sandwich. I'm gonna go
They
get
want people are there with 200 gigs free on their phone, ready to take video and pictures of everything that goes wrong at this event.
Even if that shit was perfect, they find one little thing. Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, exactly. He can't win.
But he's probably just being a fraudster and shit. You know?
Yeah, nah. Like I mean, once the government starts coming out, like yo, we don't have no involvement with this. Like I think that's a pretty good sign that the shit's gonna hit the fan again. Like if you fly out for that event, man, you bugging. Like there's no way I would do that shit after what they went through.
Yeah.
Everybody's luggage getting lost and shit. The airports being shut down.
That was such a fucking terrible time. That looks so miserable.
I was
The way it rolled out online too.
oh man, that
Just
shit was
popping up and
hilarious.
seeing people eat like sandwiches. That shit is pretty funny,
cheese
bro.
sandwiches, bro, and lettuce and wheat bread.
Yeah, it's
It
crazy.
just wasn't even toasted.
Bro, the times I've eaten a cheese sandwich, times was hard, bro. It was hard, so you know. Times was hard at that fire festival, bro.
Nah, they would to them that shit was gourmet pollo a la brasa, bro.
But they were expecting legit good food.
They were paying like
That shit-
$12,000 for like bungalows and shit. Like people thought they were gonna be
That
listening to
shit-
Blink 182 while getting fed fucking grapes.
Grapes with a feather.
Yeah, that shit was a catastrophe. But yeah, that shit's more than likely gonna be ass again. But
Does he got artists trying to sign up and shit?
I don't know, bro.
Who's gonna
Like,
play that shit?
I don't know who's gonna play that shit for real. Like, who would play that shit knowing what happened? I feel like the credibility is so shot.
So shot.
Like, come on, bro. You can't fucking convince nobody that you're about to fucking throw on a successful fest.
You'd probably have to pay an artist 75% up front.
Not
Now?
their whole guarantee up front.
You think?
I mean,
Yeah, bigger enough.
risking it with them fucking fools? Hell yeah.
which is a lot of.
I think that's
money.
justified.
Yeah, especially after that debacle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Who the fuck you gonna have on there though?
Who would play Firefest too?
Yeah, like who you gonna have on that shit that people are gonna pay like 12 grand? People can't like, you can't even sell out tickets at the Garden right now. Like, people are downgrading their tours. Like Linkin Park just downgraded their tour.
Yeah.
Beyonce's having trouble selling tickets.
Yo, dude, right now it's like financial pinch, you know?
Yeah.
And everything's so expensive, bro.
Right.
And there's so much uncertainty.
Yeah.
Like, with what's going on, like, economically in America.
hmm
People...
I mean, then again, I feel like the Firefest crowd is not that crowd. Like the worries that we're talking about, them shits don't exist.
Yeah.
For that crowd. If you're paying 12 grand to go to any concert, you're
Yeah,
bugging.
you don't... you're
Like, there's
well
no
off.
concert in the world that could make me spend 12 stacks.
12 stacks.
Like 12 grand, bro?
12 grand? Nah, I don't know, bro. An artist right now?
12, like, I'm just saying one of those crazy ticket packages they had for Firefest, like, years ago. Bro, that's insane. And I think there were higher. I think there were higher ones.
I think they
Like,
were
how
way
much
higher.
iller does it get? Like, how much? Why are there tickets? Like, what the fuck is the $12,000 guy getting that the $30,000 dude ain't getting? Because what the fuck could be that much? Like, when it comes to a
Yeah.
festival.
Like, is it just the hotels? Is it like, yeah, dude.
Like, what the fuck's the bands are gonna come down and fucking play for you in your bedroom?
They're gonna play in your
Cook your
fucking
dinner.
bathroom.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, those packages. Nah, man. You ever seen bands that like aren't like that big try to do those packages? Like, hang out with us.
Oh, no, that shit just be annoying me. Like, bro, I do not want to do a meet and greet with a bunch of motherfuckers I've seen at CB's. Like, fucking 20 years ago. A meet and greet. $300 meat packages and get a special edition shirt. Like, fuck that shirt. I don't want to see y'all.
Yeah, right.
Like, now you just fucked it up. Like, that shit's crazy.
Come sit with us and have a sandwich.
What are we gonna talk about? Is my question. Like, I can't think about anything you'd want to talk to about.
We should do one for the show. Yo, we should do one
we're
right
doing-
here. And we should go back and force a podcast on them.
Yo, do $300 meet and greets.
And we force a podcast on them.
Like, bro, you know, if I did a $300 meet and greet, nobody would come.
Nah.
Nobody would come, bro.
You'd get like you probably get a few people.
Bro, I'm confident that my subscribers are way too smart for that. And they're gonna be like, fuck you, Jose. You are not, you're fucking bugging, boy.
I think people will come out to see you for $20. That's a show. Yeah, you did a good show.
I think you overpriced. I mean, I know my worth, but bro, I think $20 is steep.
People pay $20 to see me, bro.
I think people will come to see me if I paid them. Like, if I had a meet and greet, I'd be one of them dudes
you
that's
send them Metro cards ahead of time.
Nothing. Yo, listen, send me your Omni info. I'm gonna pay you
$6.
I'm gonna pay your fare. Yo, Evil Intentions meet and greet. I pay your fare.
And you do it at 96th Street where the Warriors was. Then you just sit down and you go, "Hey, what's up? I'm me."
Yes. She got me crying.
Oh god!
I'll pay your fare.
When they leave, you go.
I'm gonna be.
When they leave, you go. I actually put in 3 fares, so that one's on me. You got an extra fare. You got an extra transfer.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
You know, I'm gonna be serving pizza. I feel like if I was gonna have a meet and greet, I gotta like entice people. Like, yo, you get like 5 exclusive videos, and I'm gonna be serving pizza. Like, I gotta treat this shit like a pizza party or some
Yeah.
shit. Like,
You do that shit at Chuck E. Cheese.
oh my god, like I can't just expect people to come through and pay nothing to see me.
That shit is
That shit is insane to me. So
when you expect people to come see you and nobody comes, that shit is mad funny.
I seen a video go viral this week of a dude who was at a fucking book signing and nobody was there. And I mean, shout out to him. Like, he wrote a book. It's like a
Yeah.
bestseller now because a woman took a video of him and she was just like, yo.
I saw that and it
Yeah,
blew up.
and her daughter went up to
Somebody
him.
had a conversation.
Yeah,
with
that
him.
was dope. That was so dope to see. But like, I saw I pictured that being me and being like, yo, I'd be sick. And then I'd be even more sick when the video went viral. I'd be like, damn, son, I look crazy. But it worked out for him. That shit was cool.
Yeah, dude. I've done shows where I'm expecting people to come see me and then, like, nobody came. That shit is
Yeah.
like an ego hit.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like, oh, shit. And then it's like, yo, I still got to go out and perform, even if it's not for as many people.
Yeah.
But I've also had the opposite. Where
Right,
you
right.
expect nobody and
And it's like crazy, right?
random people showed up and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. I've
Like-
experienced that, but digitally. Like, I've worked on a video for mad long and be like, psh, yo, this shit's gonna go crazy, watch. And then nobody watches it.
Yeah.
Like, in the beginning, like, a video that I worked mad hard on, I get like 20 views, and I'm like, damn, nobody popped out. Nobody popped out, not even digitally.
Yeah, digitally.
And then I'll put a video out that just goes nuts, and I'm like, whoa, I did not expect this to go the way it went.
Yeah, so imagine that in person.
Right. I can imagine that. That's pretty. That's fucking wild.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking. But having like fans in person is cool too.
Yeah.
People that actually care to see your shit.
Yeah.
Like that's, like I have a few of those now. That
Yeah.
people that care to
Like
see
regulars, right?
Yeah, that care to see sets. They
Yeah.
want to see it after a while. Like, yo, I want to see what you're working on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a cool feeling. Like, oh shit. It makes you want to work on more shit. You know.
Yeah, yeah, of course. I see that. Yeah, what else we got this week, man? Like,
You seen the shit with Nintendo now? The Switch.
yeah, I mean, first of all, just the Switch in general. Like, they just did that big reveal last week at Nintendo Direct. It's the Switch 1, my boy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a better Switch 1.
That's a Switch 1.5. All right, it's a, like, no OLED. So
It looks good though. The
HD.
games.
Yeah, it looks good. I like Mario Kart. Looks like it's gonna be mad fun.
That Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Donkey
looks
Kong
fire.
looks. I mean, the new Donkey Kong. I don't know any of the particular. I'm a huge Donkey Kong Country fan, as
Yeah.
you know. So I don't know the particulars of who's back for doing the music or who's the designers are, but that's like the new DK. That's like the new Donkey Kong redesign. You know, like over
Yeah.
the years they've been kind of like changing him a little bit. And this game this game very much reminds me of like Mario Odyssey. Like it looks like a Mario Odyssey Donkey Kong version. I don't know if it's the same designers. I have no idea. But that's the first thing that stuck out to me. So I mean, you have some dope looking games. For me, it's just like the fucking, the stupid shit. Like there's a button that is on that device that will lock after a month, or like after a year, some shit like that. It's the capture button, the C button,
Yeah.
or the chat button, I think it is, and that's like to enter chat rooms with like people. You're gonna need like a subscription or something like that, because that button only works when you like if you press on it, it'll tell you.
So you gotta do like PlayStation Network type
Right,
shit.
but it's a physical button on the device that they're just pretty much like locking.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is so money hungry.
Mhm.
Like it's expensive.
Yeah.
I get Nintendo doing it after a while, but like PlayStation pissed me off with the PlayStation Pro.
Yeah.
Like $800 system,
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
and it's just like, yo, you ain't making good games on the PS5.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to just go to the next thing, and then the 6 is coming down the pipeline,
Mhm.
and you ain't making games for this generation.
Yeah, things have changed big time with that, man. Like, it's all like it's money. It's money hungry shit. That's it. There's really no way. That's all it comes down to.
Bro, you can't even get it in America though.
All right.
Yeah, because of the tariff shit.
Yeah, you can. You can. They were supposed to pre-orders were supposed to go up, tomorrow or yesterday. So I think it might have been today or tomorrow. You're supposed to be able to pre-order it, but you can't.
Yeah,
because of the tariffs.
Yeah,
it's too
It's
expensive.
going to be too expensive. The taxes,
Uh-huh.
which is crazy. I kind of like that it's a cross. Like this reminds me of when we were talking about Mortal Kombat, how like Congress and shit got involved.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were trying to ban it, and it became they released it as rated M,
Right.
mature and shit.
Mhm.
So you see this crossroads of government with like video games, and
Mhm.
now I hope that wakes a lot of younger motherfuckers up. Like, yeah, they could take that from you,
Yeah.
like because they're doing it right now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's gamers be in their own fucking world, bro.
Yeah, dude, they'll be thinking about USD. They be thinking about fucking Gil and rupees.
Yeah, they're thinking about, well, I'll just farm all night.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, bro, you ever been to a midnight release back in the day of a game at GameStop? You meet like the people who just only live in game world.
Yeah.
Like you meet a lot of motherfuckers just like you who just want to get busy and get nasty
Get that
with
shit,
the game.
you go home.
But then you meet those few dudes that just talk in game language, and you're like, oh damn, this motherfucker.
They're really in that shit.
Yeah, like damn, this motherfucker's talking about designers and talk about artists.
Yeah.
Like I just met this cat, telling me mad shit. I remember I got caught in one of those discussions of when I was doing the midnight release of Grand Theft Auto 4. And I already got my shit. I had to cut this dude off. Like, yo, man, I'm about to get home, bro.
I gotta
like,
go,
I'm
man.
carrying this big box. That's the shit that came with the safety deposit box.
Oh, yeah.
So I had
that.
the big. I'm like, yo, I gotta get this back to the block, man. Like, I'm trying to go. And like, yo, it was good talking to you, though, bro. Like, fucking be trying to talk your ear off on the mines, kid. And then it smells crazy. Like, you ever been into a GameStop? Like, after 3 p.m.?
Yeah,
It's musty.
it does be musty, yo. Why is that, yo?
I mean, motherfuckers just get up and be like, I'm gonna go to GameStop. Don't take no shower. Don't brush their teeth. Just, I'm gonna go see what the guys at GameStop are doing. And I know, like, the workers gotta be tight. Like, because there's times you go in there, you see the same cats in there all the time. I'm like, damn, they must hate this motherfucker. Like, the dude that always comes by and talks about wrestling and games.
Yeah, there's always one, man.
Like,
Bless their heart, though, you know?
Nah, for real.
It's innocent, you know?
It's innocent, but it's like,
But
damn.
that shit is...
Need some jabon, baby.
Yeah. Just hit the shower, my G. That's all we say. Yo, guys, that's another fucking week. Yo, pay attention for Jose's meet and greet.
Yo,
He's gonna...
we're serving 12-inch Famiglia pies.
He's gonna have Grace papayas for everybody.
Oh, nah, that shit's expensive now.
Yeah, right.
Oh, no.
Get motherfuckers just kinda the papas. You're gonna have 2 patelas for everybody that comes through.
Oh, God.
Yo, that's it, man. That's another week. I'm Mario Benitez.
I'm Jose Ortiz. See you guys next week.
Thank y'all for listening, man. Peace.